The sun cast its golden glow over the bustling city as Sophia hurried down the street toward her office. She had always been a woman of integrity, dedicated to her job at Crystal Bank, where she worked as a senior accountant. She enjoyed her work, and her colleagues respected her for her diligence. Unlike her twin sister, Stella, who constantly sought shortcuts to success, Sophia believed in hard work. As she entered the office, her best friend and colleague, Lizzie, waved at her. "Morning, Sophia. You're early as always." Sophia chuckled, setting her bag down. "You know me, Lizzie. The early bird catches the worm." Lizzie shook her head. "I wish I had half your discipline." Just as they settled into their work, the bank's director, Mr. Paul, barged in with a stern expression. Behind him stood 2 police officers. The entire office fell silent. "Miss Sophia Emmanuel," Mr. Paul said in a grave tone, "you are under arrest for embezzling company funds." Sophia gasped. "Sir, what? Embezzlement?" One of the officers stepped forward, holding out a warrant. "Miss Sophia, you need to come with us." Confusion swirled in Sophia's mind. This must be a mistake. I would never steal from this company. Mr. Paul's face darkened. "The evidence is overwhelming. Over 10 million naira has been traced to an account linked to you." Lizzie grabbed Sophia's hand. "This doesn't make sense." "Sophia would never." "Let's go, miss," the officer interrupted, snapping handcuffs around her wrist. Tears welled in Sophia's eyes. "Please, sir, I swear I didn't do this." As she was led out of the office, whispers filled the air. Her colleagues watched in shock, some whispering their disbelief while others shook their heads in disappointment. At the police station, she sat in the interrogation room, her heart pounding. A detective, a burly man with sharp eyes, placed a file in front of her. "Miss Emmanuel, your account received large sums of money over the past 3 months. Care to explain?" Sophia stared at the documents in horror. "I have never seen this account before. Someone must have set me up." The detective sighed. "That's what they all say." Tears streamed down her face. "I am telling the truth. I have no reason to steal." The door creaked open, and to her shock, Stella walked in. Her twin sister looked at her with an unreadable expression. "Stella," Sophia cried, relieved. "Tell them this is a mistake. You know I would never steal." Stella crossed her arms. "I came because I wanted to see you." "This is serious, Sophia." Stella frowned. Something about Stella's tone was off. "I didn't do this," Sophia pleaded. Stella sighed dramatically. "Sophia, the evidence is against you. Maybe you should just confess and save yourself more trouble." Sophia's blood ran cold. "Confess to a crime I didn't commit." The detective leaned back. "Your sister is making sense. A confession will reduce your sentence," he said before leaving the 2 of them. Sophia turned to Stella, searching her face. And then, like a lightning bolt, realization struck her. The only person who knew all her account details, her passwords, and her work routines, was Stella. She gasped. "You did this. You framed me." Stella smirked. "I don't know what you're talking about." Sophia's voice broke. "Stella, why? What have I ever done to you?" Stella leaned in and whispered, "You always got everything: respect, love, success. It's my turn now." Sophia felt as if the floor had been ripped from under her. You ruined my life for jealousy." Stella straightened. "Enjoy your time in prison, sister." Before Sophia could react, the detective walked back in and declared, "Court proceedings will begin next week. If found guilty, you'll serve 15 years. Sophia collapsed into the chair, sobbing. The betrayal was too much to bear. The prison walls were cold and unforgiving, much like the reality Sophia had been forced to accept. Days blurred into weeks, weeks into months, and soon, years passed in agonizing silence. The pain of betrayal never dulled, and the thought of Stella living freely while she rotted in a cell haunted her every moment. One afternoon, as Sophia sat on her tiny bunk, staring at the cracked ceiling, her cellmate, Aurea, nudged her. "You've been quiet all day." Sophia sighed. "What's there to say, Aurea? My own twin sister framed me, and I'm stuck here paying for her crime." Aurea shook her head. "That kind of betrayal, it eats at the soul. But you can't lose yourself in this place, Sophia. You have to stay strong." Sophia let out a bitter laugh. "Strong for what? My life is over." Meanwhile, outside prison walls, Stella slipped into Sophia's old office at Crystal Bank, now hers, and smirked as she sat in the chair that once belonged to her twin. The same colleagues who had admired Sophia now respected her, oblivious to the deception. She had fabricated a perfect story. Sophia had been transferred for serving her crime, unable busy to contact anyone. And they had believed her. Miss Stella, Lizzie, still unaware of the truth, walked in. "A client is waiting to see you." Stella smiled sweetly. "I'll be right there." As Ada turned to leave, Stella called her back. "By the way, how's Charles? I heard he's been asking about Sophia." Lizzie sighed. "He's heartbroken. Sophia leaving without a word really hurt him," Stella said. The prison gates creaked open, and Sophia stepped out, inhaling the fresh air she had long been denied. She clenched her fist, her heart pounding. After 5 years behind bars for a crime she didn't commit, she was finally free. But freedom meant nothing if justice wasn't served. A taxi dropped her at her old neighborhood. As she approached her house, her stomach twisted. It was no longer her house. The familiar flower pots, the elegant balcony she used to drink coffee on, now belonged to Stella. Through the window, she saw them. Stella and Charles, sitting at the dining table, laughing. Married. Happy. Living the life that should have been hers. Rage bubbled inside her, but she forced herself to be calm. She needed a plan. Storming in wouldn't undo the past. She had to be smart. Sophia spent weeks quietly gathering evidence. Officer Victor had already given her enough to start: bank statements, emails, and even a fake ID that Stella had used to transfer money. But she needed more. One evening, she followed Lizzie home. Disguised in a hoodie, she knocked on the door. Lizzie's eyes widened. "So Sophia?" Sophia nodded. "It's me." Lizzie pulled her inside, tears filling her eyes. "Oh my God. We thought you left the country." Sophia sighed. "That's the lie Stella fed you all." Lizzie sat, shocked. "You mean, she lied?" "But Richard, she took everything from me, Lizzie. My job, my house, my fiancé. Lizzie, I need your help to expose her." Lizzie wiped her eyes. "Tell me what to do." Together, they compiled more proof: Stella's secret emails, altered financial records, and even an old CCTV clip of her making shady transactions at Crystal Bank. At the next family gathering, Sophia made her entrance. The entire room fell silent. Their mother gasped. "Sophia, is this really you?" "Yes, Mama," she said, her voice firm. "And I'm here to reveal the truth." Charles's eyes widened. "Sophia. But you left." "I didn't leave, Charles." She turned to Stella, who was frozen in shock. "I was sent away. By her." Stella quickly recovered, forcing a laugh. "Sister, you must be confused." "You, stop lying," Sophia snapped, throwing a folder onto the table. "Here's proof that you stole money from Crystal Bank and framed me for it." Everyone gasped. Charles picked up the documents, his face darkening. Stella, what is this? Stella's face paled. She's lying. Sophia continued, you didn't stop there. You took my job, my house, and even my fiancé. Their mother clutched her chest. Stella, tell me this isn't true. Stella stepped back, breathing heavily. Fine, she snapped. I did it. And so what? I was tired of living in your shadow, Stella. You always had everything, respect, success, love. I deserved it, not you. The room was silent. Charles' voice was low, full of disbelief. So all these years, I was married to a fraud. Stella grabbed his hands desperately. Charles, I love you. No, he cut her off. You love what you stole. Fury flashed in Stella's eyes as she turned back to Sophia. You ruined everything. I won't let you take it back. Before anyone could react, she grabbed a knife from the table and lunged at Sophia. Charles tackled Stella just in time, the knife clattering to the ground. She thrashed wildly, screaming, "Let me go." The police burst in. Stella Emmanuel, you are under arrest for fraud, identity theft, and attempted murder. As they dragged her away, she screeched, "This isn't over, Sophia. I'll come back." Sophia watched her go, her heart pounding. It was over. Charles turned to her, guilt in his eyes. Sophia, I should have known. She sighed. It's too late, Richard. And with that, Sophia walked away, leaving behind the past and stepping into her future. She got a new job, in a new start, and there she started her life all over again, while the real culprit rot in jail.